Hey everyone, how's it going? Thanks so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2022 Chevrolet Trailblazer ACTIV. As with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs and take this thing on a thorough drive. We've got a whole lot of stuff to cover, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. The Trailblazer is one of Chevrolet's newest entries into the crossover segment. It slots in between the subcompact Trax and the midsize Blazer. For comparison, the Trailblazer actually shares many of its components with the similarly sized Buick Encore GX. The last Trailblazer that Chevy offered ended production in 2009 and was more of a traditional SUV. This relaunch of the Trailblazer nameplate first came about for the 2021 model year. The exterior styling, which follows in the theme set by the new Blazer, features Chevy's signature dual-port grille, which gives its face a multi-layered, dimensional appearance. The accent bar is integrated with the headlamps, helping to visually widen its stance, while a simulated front skid plate adds a sense of strength. The Active trim features a different grille design that's larger for a more rugged look. The front fascia also has been revised to improve ground clearance. Additional exterior differentiation includes a two-tone roof, standard roof rails, trapezoid-shaped exhaust tips, as well as unique tires and shock tuning. The latter is meant for enhanced vehicle performance and ride comfort when traveling on gravel roads. The Hankook Sport Terrain 17-inch tires feature an aggressive shoulder design and an all-season tread pattern. The Trailblazer's side profile includes taut body lines, a sleek roof line, and a bold hood shape to accentuate its more youthful character. Large wraparound tail lamps seamlessly span the liftgate and body side, which adds to the visual width of the Trailblazer, providing a more planted look. LED headlamps are available, while LED tail lamps and LED fog lights are standard on the Active and RS trims. For 2023, the Trailblazer is offered in some new colors, but is otherwise unchanged. It's available in 4 trim levels: LS, LT, Active, and RS, with base pricing ranging from $23,295 to $27,395. The RS differs from the Active with sportier body styling and different wheels. There's some differences in the powertrain and drivetrain offerings between the trim levels, which I'll go over more in just a moment. This example is obviously an Active, equipped with the larger of the 2 engine offerings and all-wheel drive. As far as options, it's equipped with the Convenience Package, the Driver Confidence Package, upgraded floor mats, and vivid orange metallic paint. The total MSRP for everything that you see here, including destination, is $31,725. I will say, at this price, I feel like there's competitors out there that offer more bang for the buck, so it's definitely worth shopping around to see what all is out there to make sure you get what fits you and your lifestyle the best. The Trailblazer is offered with 2 turbocharged 3-cylinder engines, either a 1.2-liter or a 1.3-liter. The 1.2-liter is standard on the LS and LT, while the 1.3-liter is optional on the LT and standard on the Active and the RS. All trims and both engines come standard with front-wheel drive and a continuously variable transmission with selectable start-stop capability. An all-wheel drive system is also available on all trims, which automatically adds the 1.3-liter engine and replaces the CVT with a smooth shifting 9-speed automatic transmission. The entire all-wheel drive package, depending on the trim, is between $1,500 and $2,000. It's a selectable system that's similar to the one used in the Blazer and Traverse. It allows you to decide whether to activate all-wheel drive in off-road or inclement weather situations, or to deactivate all-wheel drive when it's not required for better fuel economy. As far as performance, the 1.2-liter engine develops 137 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 162 pound-feet of torque at 2,500 RPM. The 1.3-liter engine develops 155 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 174 pound-feet of torque at 1,600 RPM. Both engines are constructed from aluminum and feature double overhead camshafts and direct fuel injection. With the 1.3-liter, the Trailblazer accelerates to 60 miles an hour in about 9.5 seconds, which is leisurely at best. Around town it feels pretty peppy, but higher speed maneuvers and passing require more careful planning. That being said, if you plan on a lot of highway commuting, I would definitely recommend the larger engine and all-wheel drive for extra assurance. There's 3 drive modes too, including Normal, Snow, and Sport. Snow provides more progressive throttle input for improved acceleration on slippery roads. Sport modifies steering effort and the shift algorithm for a sportier feel and better response. With all-wheel drive models, you get unique calibrations for the drive modes that offer more rear-wheel torque at lower speeds for extra traction when needed. When it comes to fuel economy, the larger engine with all-wheel drive is rated between 26 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. During my week of mixed driving, I averaged around 28 miles per gallon. Without all-wheel drive, you can expect to see higher mileage, upwards of 30 miles per gallon on average. I haven't tried out the smaller engine, but according to EPA estimates, the average should be around 29 miles per gallon. Wheel options range from various 17-inch alloys on the LS, LT, and Active, while the RS receives unique 18-inch wheels. The Active's wheels have black painted pockets and machined accents. All of the 17-inch wheels come wrapped in 225/60 tires, but like I mentioned earlier, the Active has the sport terrain tires versus the standard all seasons. The 18-inch wheels in the RS have 225/55 all seasons. The Trailblazer's suspension consists of independent McPherson struts in front and a compound crank rear setup. A Watts link is added to the rear suspension on all-wheel drive models for improved handling and stability. Overall handling is average for the segment. It's not particularly agile, but it handles curves appropriately with minimal body roll. The main issue I felt during my driving was the suspension firmness. It does borderline on being too harsh in my opinion when it comes to rougher roads. Softer tuning would go a long way with making it a more enjoyable ride. 4-wheel disc brakes are standard. consistent of 11.8-inch internally ventilated discs in front with single piston calipers and 10.4-inch solid discs in the rear, also with single piston calipers. The brakes perform good with solid stopping power. The parking brake is electronic and the button for it is located in the center console behind the shifter. The steering is an electric power assisted rack and pinion setup. The turning circle is 36.8 feet. It doesn't offer much feel, but it's precise and responsive. I liked the weightier feel you get in sport mode. The steering wheel itself is wrapped in leather on the Active and the RS, but regardless of the trim, it's adjustable for tilt and reach. One of the many features included with the available technology package is a larger 4.2-inch driver information system in the middle of the instrument cluster. If equipped, buttons to activate cruise control and the heated steering wheel can be found on the left spoke. The buttons on the right of the steering wheel operate the hands-free telephone system and voice commands in addition to the driver's information system, which allows you to check real-time vehicle data as well as audio, navigation, and telephone information. For this class and price point, the Trailblazer has a roomy cabin with great storage and lots of standard and available tech. Build quality is a little on the cheaper side, with more hard surfaces than soft, but at least for the front seats there is soft touch material on the essential touch points and even some across the middle of the dashboard, which is a nice touch. Higher trim levels get more dressed up with satin chrome trim, high gloss black trim, and unique detailing. On the LS, you have a standard 6-way manual driver's seat and a 4-way manual passenger seat. The LS, RS, and Active benefit from a 10-way power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar. On the RS and Active, leatherette upholstery replaces the standard cloth upholstery. The front seats are pretty comfortable overall. The only interior color choice is black. The Active has unique bronze accenting on the doors and dash, along with matching accent stitching and textile inserts on the front door panels. On the flip side, the RS has red interior accents. A 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system is standard on all trims, but with the available technology package, as shown here, a larger 8-inch display is added, along with a premium 7-speaker Bose audio system that has pretty impressive sound. The touchscreen is capacitive touch, just like a smartphone for ease of use. As far as your phone, there's one-touch pairing with near-field communication technology, as well as 15-watt wireless charging when equipped with the technology package, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Chevrolet connected apps allow you to keep track of everything that's important to you during the daily routine. Navigation is not equipped here, but you can use navigation through one of the smartphone streaming services. A 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot is also available. Type A and Type C USB data and charging ports can be found in the center console, along with an auxiliary input. In addition to the climate controls in the center stack, you can also control climate from the infotainment system. A single-zone climate control system is standard with manual controls. With the convenience package, you get an automatic climate control system with nicer looking controls and digital displays. Some of the other features included with the convenience package include auto-dimming rearview mirror, illuminated vanity mirrors, a rear 120-volt power outlet, and rear USB Type A and Type C charge-only ports. Heated front seats are standard on the LT, Active, and RS. All Trailblazer trims come with a comprehensive list of standard active safety and driver assistance features, including forward collision alert, automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, automatic high beams, lane keep assist with lane departure warning, a rear vision camera, teen driver, rear seat reminder, and OnStar. There's also a bunch of optional features too, such as adaptive cruise control, rear park assist, lane change alert with side blind zone alert, rear cross traffic alert, and a high definition rear vision camera. As far as airbags, there's 10 in total, including dual front airbags, knee airbags, and seat-mounted side impact airbags for the driver and front passenger, as well as head curtain airbags for the front and rear outboard seating positions. A dual-pane panoramic sunroof is available, which spans the front and second row seats. It also features a power sunshade that blocks light and keeps things cool. In its base configuration, the Trailblazer's rear seat isn't much to write home about, but it does offer pretty good room overall for a smaller crossover. The headrests are adjustable, but the rest of the seat is fixed. The upgraded upholstery and the available power outlets for rear seat passengers makes things a bit nicer, especially being that there aren't any soft touch materials on the door panels. Being 5 foot 10 inches, I did not have any issues with space. I actually had some room left over, both head and leg room. You have the ability to seat up to 3 people, and there's child seat anchors for all 3 seating positions. The seat has good padding and is decently comfortable. The center armrest is not available on the LS. It's an option on the LT and standard on the RS and Active. For added convenience, the Trailblazer is available with a hands-free power liftgate that makes it easier to load cargo if your arms are full. It'll open or close when the system senses the key fob and you wave your foot underneath the left-hand side of the rear bumper. There's also an illuminated logo projection that pinpoints the sensor at night for easier use. You can operate the power liftgate in 4 different ways. Foot motion, using the liftgate button on the key fob, pressing the liftgate button inside the vehicle, or pressing the touchpad on the bottom of the liftgate. Behind the rear seat, you have 25.3 cubic feet worth of cargo space. There's a couple of small cubbies across the sides, a lift-up trunk floor that houses a temporary spare tire, as well as cargo illumination on the left side. The rear seat is a 60-40 split design that, when folded, expands cargo space to a maximum of 54.4 cubic feet and allows stowage of items up to 8.5 feet long. Considering its size, the Trailblazer has great interior storage too. The center console has 2 cup holders and a couple of storage cubbies. There's a good-sized glove box, space underneath the center armrest with a removable tray, and large door pockets. The rear seat has a couple of seat back pockets, door pockets, and a fold-down armrest with cup holders. Well everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you all enjoyed the in-depth look at the 2022 Chevrolet Trailblazer. Be sure to leave a like down below because it really helps the videos a lot, and if you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so because of course, there's always a lot more where that came from. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.